it's hard to make other people feel special if you do not feel special yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And we're taught a lot about humility in this world, and that we shouldn't think that humility is something to aspire to, and you shouldn't feel proud or any of those things. And I think that's terribly wrong. I think when you feel like you are special and that God has created you special, and that you have gifts and you have talents that you can share and make a difference in someone else's life.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, that's the greatest thing in the world. I call those people stairwell people. I won't go into why, other than to say my life was changed in a stairwell by someone who acknowledged me and made me feel all of these different things. And now that gratitude that I have in life, I always think of that person, because that person had to do it. So, you can do different things, to create the attitude of gratitude. Mm-hmm. Very practical things. You do this. You can write it down. Keep a gratitude journal. I did that for 30 days, had this little notebook, and every night when I go to bed, I'm sitting there, still got the light on, I'd write down 5 things that I'm thankful for today. Maybe it was someone that I met. Maybe it was a need that got met in my life. Maybe it was an opportunity that came along. And so I'd write 5 things that I'm thankful for. When I would get up in the morning, I'd write 5 things that I'm thankful for. Gratitude. Here's those things. You keep a gratitude journal and you get specific about what you're thankful for, and watch out how your thoughts will begin to develop over time. At first, it'll just be, I'm thankful I have a bed. I'm thankful I have a roof over my head. I'm thankful I had a car to drive to work today. Mm-hmm. I'm thankful, for these different things. But over a period of time, when you practice gratefulness and gratitude, it just grows. Mm-hmm. And then talk about it. You always do a thing over at Must right around Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving. And we have a Thanksgiving meal, right? I always love it. We get together. You guys bring in all these presents and all these things. And I'm knowing how many families are going to, my gratitude for y'all is just enormous. Practice the same thing in your life. Write it down, talk about it, meditate over it. William Arthur Ward said, God gave you a gift of 86,400 seconds today. Have you even used one of them to simply say thank you?
That's great. So to sort of wrap this up, we can take a few questions here too. Mario has a pretty good one, which kind of leads me to my follow-up question, is that, leading is wrought with failure. In other words, it's like we're kind of fail forward. You've heard that before. Like we experience, we're not achieving what we most want to achieve on a daily basis. And whether we got business targets or personal life goals, or just what you just said about just saying thank you. A lot of people are probably watching today says, yep, I haven't done that yet today. Probably missed opportunities on it to do it as well. I know I have. So there is this concept of failure, and I've seen TED Talks on it, read books about it, where some people they find a way to be grateful in and around and through even after failing at something. Failing in, my relationship failed. I had an opportunity to do something. I didn't do it. I failed at that. I didn't capitalize it. I saw it. I didn't act on it. I made a bad decision there, whatever it might be, failure. So, but leaders are pretty good at finding gratitude in that.
And they're good at having a mindset that says failure is not who I am. It's an event that I experience. And if you're going to be a great leader, you're going to have to take some great risks. And with great risk comes great reward, but you can also fail. So some people live life so tight, they're like a turtle. They're just inside that shell, man. They're down in there. They're dug down in there. Man, if I try something, man, alive, what's going to happen? Other people are like an eagle. They're out there soaring. I mean, you look at one of those eagles. They've got a really cool video right now for people that are hang gliders, and it's birds of prey that come and hang glide with them, and they're flying, and you're watching, how they can move, and you look at that, and that's so majestic. Well, that's a risk to be up there flying. That turtle's down there on the earth, and at the end of the day, Todd, I would rather attempt something great and fail than to do nothing and be really successful at it.
Hmm.
Because what have
Well,
I done for anyone?